Make sure my lighting is good. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, wow. Good evening, good evening, good evening. First thing before I even do anything, because the last time I didn't even share the live. Good evening, everybody. Let me make sure I'm very manageable first. I'm going to ask you guys as you come on in, share the live. All right? Share the live, share the live. I'm giving everybody a little time to come on in because I know I only give 15 minutes notice. You know why I do that? Because I wasn't sure if I was going to go on live, but then I got up and I'm like, I need to do this. So I decided to do this. So just give me a minute while I share the live. That's the most important thing I want to do because I want everyone to know that I'm out here and we're going to talk this evening. Okay. Let's see. Here we go. Here we go. Let's turn that down. Okay. And here is the link. Sorry. This thing just slide right down. All right. So live stream. Not dream. Stream. Good thing I put my glasses on. I got to. My eyes was a little foggy. Let's see. Who's the first person here? Kiana. Hi, Kiana. Oh, this topic, girl. I don't know if this topic is for you tonight, Kiana, but I'm glad that you check in and you come on over. Tell your mommy I'm on live if she's not sleeping, if she's at work or so. Call her and tell her I am on live. I know, Kiki. I know it's you. So, yeah, this topic may be like a little bit. I'm gonna try to keep it as clean as possible, but it might not be a topic that you could interact with. Okay. See, you see the comment, you see the in the description below what it is. Yeah, tell her that I'm on live so she can come over. I'm on Facebook and I'm on YouTube. Multitasking tonight. Okay, there we go. All right, so I already share it. And let's see who else. All right. And do one more. One more. Okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. So if I share it on YouTube, let me go over to Facebook and try to share it as well. Oh my God, it looks so big right here. I'm not that big. I know I'm not that big. Let's see. Chadwick. Oh, cuz, what's up? I've never seen it in one of my live before. I hope you stay. Please stay. If you can go over to YouTube, that would be nice. We could talk about this because I need your input in this topic because I know you got some good ideas. All right. Or if you're comfortable in staying on Facebook, stay right there, talk to me, and we will all communicate with each other. Okay. I'll talk from here. But Chadwick, thank you for linking in. As I said, just hang out with me, even if it's for a couple minutes. I know you're a very busy person, but just hang out with me for a little bit. All right. When you guys come on in, please remember to share the live. Share the live. We're gonna talk for a little bit tonight. I don't know how long I might stay. You know, I might not go over that hour mark. I might go over the hour mark, but I thought I'll just come out here and we'll talk about this topic. I seen it going around. What topic? What you said? Lies. Oh, based on the topic that we're gonna talk about. I don't know. I don't know. That's why I want your input because I need you to tell me how can you. All right, let me just share the live and then I'll come on back and we're all gonna talk. We're all gonna talk. All right. We're all going to talk. Talk with me. All right, there we go. Okay. Oh my God, I feel like my top is so big. I'm so blessed. I got so much. All right. So we are going to, let me do this officially. Wagwan, wagwan. Welcome back to my channel and my page. I appreciate you guys. Click on this video. Or just click on the link that I sent to you, and you guys are linked in here. Before we do anything, I want you guys to share the live. Tell those around you that I am on live. We are snowed in. So I know a lot of people are not on the road, or if they're at work, they're snowed in at work, but maybe they're home chilling, relaxing. It's Saturday evening. I don't think nobody going out to no party tonight or to sport in that kind of weather out there. And I know people are watching me from New York, but big up on the cell. I mean, New Jamaica, where you guys are not facing with this kind of weather. So we're gonna talk tonight, and I need everybody to just share in the comment section. So I want to big up for those who came on in. Kiki, big up yourself, girl. Yes, tell your mommy she's awake. Tell her that I'm on live. Janika, thank you for coming in. Vibe with Nacy. Oh my God, the little kids are coming in tonight. And look at the topic that we have tonight, which I told Kiki earlier. This might not be a topic for her nor Nacy, but I appreciate you guys come on over. And I'm gonna try to keep it. We're gonna keep it as clean as we possibly can keep this live on tonight. Okay. I saw Basil Weathers. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that name correctly, but hello, welcome to my page. Um, let's continue on YouTube. I have, let's see, let me just read some of the comments that I have here. Nacy say, hi, Auntie Lisa. Can you say hi to me, please? Yes, Nacy. Hi, Nacy. How are you, Nacy? Okay, as I said, I know you guys might not stay on, but for this topic, it's more like a PG-13. It's a little bit, above you guys' age that we're going to talk about because you guys are too young to have relationships. So we're going to be talking tonight about relationships, and I am not an expert. Let me put this out there. It's a disclaimer. I am not an expert, so I'm expecting advice from you guys, and I'm also expecting, and we're going to discuss based on the 15 things that not me. I did not thought of these things. I actually saw a flyer and I thought, oh my God, this would be a good discussion to have on my live is 15 ways to keep a relationship working. Charik is over there on Facebook and he's saying it's all lies. There's no way. Is that what you're saying, Charik? There's nothing that you can do to keep a relationship working. If it's not, I want to hear it in the comments. And I want you guys to tell me exactly how can we actually keep a relationship intact and keeping it working really good. Okay. As I said, these are not my advice, these are not my words, but I saw a flyer and I just thought, you know what? Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. This is the list of the things that we're going to discuss tonight. Some of them might not be in your stuff that you agree with. There might be a lot of things that you can do to keep a relationship working. And when we say working, we mean positively working the right way. That you can share with us in the comment section and I'll discuss it. All right. So Janika, hello again. Let's see if I miss anyone. Hello, Nacy. I don't know how long Nacy and Kiki is gonna be around, but as I said, this is an adult discussion that we're gonna be having. But it's not gonna be dirty. It's gonna be as clean as possible. I'm gonna definitely on my channel. You guys know I know kids watch my channel, and so I try to keep it as clean as possible. Yes, Pablo, big up yourself. El Fam is in the house. Auntie Lisa, it's Nacy. Can you say hi, please? Okay, Nacy. Say hi, Nacy. She just keep commenting. Can you say hi? Give me a shout out. Hello, Nacy. It says vibe with Nacy. That's cool, Nacy. Where did you get that name? Okay, so Pablo just went right in and he just started in the topic and he says constant communication is important. And I think that's number one key. Constant communication. Generally, communication is definitely And I know you say constantly, but communication in general is definitely one key in keeping a relationship working and working on the right track. All right, so um let's see. So you guys are saying hi to each other in the chat. Okay, okay, okay. And then Pablo say openness, trust, transparency. All right. So we're gonna come back to some of those things. Because when you just say openness, that's kind of really vague. So we're gonna talk about what openness. When you say openness, what do you mean by openness? Explain that in more detail. How can you be more open in a relationship? Trust. We know what trust is, but how can you just trust somebody, or how can the person just trust you? Of course, yes, you're gonna just get up and you're just gonna trust somebody, but not just somebody. You're gonna trust your spouse, whoever you have a relationship with. But the question, on the other hand, is what if they are not trustworthy? You guys know that I have trust issues, right? You could tell from the way I'm talking. Anyway, transparency. How can you be transparent? Make yourself be seen with the other person. We're gonna explain and we're gonna discuss that. And then those are the things that I want us to discuss in the topic in the comment section and tonight. Let's see. Okay, Pablo keeps saying, and I know Nacy's still here because she's talking. Got it from my imagination. Okay. So Pablo is saying by working together, support having some level of compromise. Yes. Relationship definitely take compromising. It's a lot of compromising that have to go on. All right, let me big up Mikey Love. She's in the chat. Welcome to my live feed. That's a YouTuber. When you guys want, you could go over to her channel, support her, watch her videos. She's very supportive. Every time I'm on live, she come over and she hail us up. All right. Let's see. Oh, that's what you meant, Nacy. Vibe with Nacy. She said she got it from her imagination. Okay. So I asked her, where did she get that name from? And she said she got it from her imagination. Okay. Pablo continued to say openness by not having secrets. Exactly. And with that said, we're going to come back to some of those words that Pablo had put out there, which is very important that we're going to definitely be discussing. But one of the first thing I think when I read some of these on the list, when they itemize them and they put them on the list, I can relate to some of them, or I can relate to most of them. Oh, before I go, yes, 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 I'm drinking tonight. I'm drinking. And I could say this have tiny, tiny little bit of alcohol, not a lot. Okay, the bottle that I throw it out of, fifth, and this is like, let's see how many ounces in the bottle. 200 milliliter. This is about 50 milliliter that I throw out. It's about a quarter of the bottle. And it does have alcohol. So it have 15% alcohol in the entire bottle. So I want you guys to tell me tonight, what is it that you think I'm drinking? What is it that I'm drinking? What do you guys think I'm drinking on tonight? It does have a little bit of alcohol. You guys could hear the ice inside of it because I got to tone it down. I don't want it to creep up on me. And I don't do alcohol like that. But this is not so bad. Mm, tastes so good. This is not so bad. So here it is. Can you guys guess and tell me what I'm drinking on tonight? This is the drink of the night. Can you guys tell me what it is? All right. So let's continue. Okay, we have quite a lot on the list that we have to go through. And I don't know if I'm going to go back over to some of them, but as Pablo explained in the chat, the things that he listed, I will continue to read on. Okay. Thanks for the shout out. You're welcome, Mikey. You're welcome, Mikey Laugh. You are welcome, girl. And you see her YouTube channel name, Mikey Laugh? Girl, laugh over there constantly. She constantly laughing. All right, let's see what Nancy say. Auntie Lisa, I have a question. When you make your YouTube videos, how do you get everyone to watch? Because I have like one view. Okay, so Nancy, that's a good question, girl. Let me tell you, this YouTube thing, I don't know. Maybe because a lot of people are getting into YouTube. If we had gone into YouTube maybe like say 10 years ago, or 8 years ago, 6 years ago, when it just, came out, maybe would have a lot more views and a lot more subscribers. But it's the hardest thing. Any YouTuber that hit over 1,000 subscriber and more and keep going, they will tell you. And even right now, they're hitting two, three, 4,000 or 5,000. Is the hardest thing for them to maybe even hit 10,000 subscriber. And you would think it would be easy, because if you check it out for myself, I'm heading on to 1,000 subscriber. I know more than 1,000 people. Well, if I don't even know more than 1,000 people, if I know 100 people, and that 100 people know at least one person, that's an easy 1,000 subscriber right there, or 10, at least 10 of those 100 people know, 100 people right away. That's 1,000 subscriber right there. So my thing, Nacy, it is not easy there. The views are not easy either to get, because you see a lot of people, they're interested in videos that makes them laugh, and certain intellectual video, people start watching it and then they just stop. So it's like a constant, you have to be consistent. If you put a video out there, what I notice is that you have to be consistent, right, Mikey Laugh? You agree with me, because you see how hard it was to gain subscriber. It's not easy. It's not easy. You think you just put something out there and people will watch it and they'll, they view it. So of course that's where your views are. So Nacy, good luck, girl. Whatever video you have out there and you're looking for views, give it to your mom and tell her to share your link, because sometimes that's what I have to do to get views, is to share the link. All right, let's keep on the topic. We're going to stay on the topic, which is the 15. Can someone write it in the comment for me section, and then what I'll do, I'll pin it so I'll remember exactly what we're talking about. 15 ways to keep a relationship working. That's what we're talking about on tonight. All right. So Pablo says, most importantly, it's necessary to have God in the center of the relationship. Definitely. Without God, we can't do nothing. No matter how much we think we're in control of ourselves, without God, we cannot do nothing. All right. So that's a definite. But what I want to do is, I want to start talking based on the list that I have. So when you get into a relationship, the first thing that you want to make sure that you're compatible with the person, and is that you both love each other. So that's the first number that's on the list here, is that to keep a relationship. Yes, Chadwick, I don't know if you're still over here on Facebook or who's over here. I still have 1,000 person watching on Facebook, and I still have 7,000 over here on YouTube. And this is the thing. If you're first going to start a relationship, I'm hoping that you will be in love with the person, or the person will be in love with you. Because sometimes people will ask you, okay, so why do you love that person? My answer always is, because the person loved me. Because if I don't feel like you love me, I'm not gonna want to be in that relationship with you. Okay, so you have to definitely love each other. Okay. I'm going to continue with number 2, but before I do number 2, let me just check out the chat area, what's going on over here. Okay, Pablo say, make time for each other, never look down on each other. Okay, so yes, that's another thing. You don't take each other for granted. You don't look down on each other. I guess that's what Pablo meant when he said don't look down on each other. Don't take each other for granted, right? And you make time out for each other. If you're in an LDR, which is a long distance relationship, most of the time spending time with each other would be on the phone. You don't have to always be on the phone, but at times you make time out to make a call. Don't just wait on one person to make the call. You have to reach out as well, so that person could know, this person's thinking about me. And so that will keep that relationship going, because you do make time out for each other. There's so many different things you could do. You could watch Netflix together. You could watch a movie together. You could watch, let's see, you could play a game together. So there's so many different things that you could do. You don't have to just be on the phone talking to each other when you're in a long distance relationship. But when you're not, and you'll have each other around, Don't just ignore the person. You might be in the same house with the person. Don't ignore the person, because you have to take time out for that person. You could go on dates, you could do different things. All right. So I wish Chadwick was still gonna be here. He just coming to my page. He was like, lies, like, there's no way. There's ways in which you could keep a relationship working, and so I wanted his input, but he's not here. So listen, Chadwick, anybody see Chadwick, just let him know that he needs to be coming over into my live feed, especially on YouTube, and talk to us in chat and let us see what's going on. All right, now let's continue. So our topic, as I said, is 15 ways to keep a relationship working. So let's see what other things are here. So one of the things that Pablo says is we should argue less. Yes, less arguing. Less arguing, definitely. I agree with that. That can keep a relationship going. Okay, and as I said before when I started, if you love each other, make sure that you're compatible with the person. Love is vital in every and any kind of relationship, right? That's the first thing that I have on this list, is that you love each other. The next thing that I have is don't lie. So you all know what lies is and how dangerous lies can be, because this is the thing why I don't like lying. When someone is telling you the truth, because you found out that they lie so much, or they have tell you lies in the past, it's hard for you to believe that they're telling the truth. So that's my thing on lies. Guys, do not lie when you're in relationship, please, no matter what situation you find yourself in, especially to your loved one or to your spouse, because that person is not going to beat you. I mean, when we were growing up, we lied to our parents. Our mom would ask us, why you come from school so late? And then we find all different kind of excuse, or I wouldn't say excuse, but we lie. And the reason is because we know our mom is going to beat us. So I always said, when you have adults dealing with in a relationship, don't lie, because you can't beat each other. The worst can happen is that the relationship will break up. That's the worst that can happen. But if it's a strong relationship, you guys could talk about it and get over whatever it is, so you could prevent the lie. Because when you lie, when you're telling the truth, the person will not believe you. And that's my thing. And I try not to lie, especially in a relationship, it's not good. All right. So let's continue. Uh, the next one that I have on here is keep communication open, which was one of the first thing that Pablo had mentioned in the chat, is that we are going to keep communication open. And communication starts with learning how to talk to each other. So because I'm talking, you're talking, does that mean that we're communicating? It could just well mean that one is talking and the other one is not listening. Because if two people are talking at the same time, how are we listening to each other? So the first step in communicating is that one person should do the talking at a time. One person should do the talking at a time. We should not all be talking. When you're communicating with each other, you're talking, I'm talking. It's just like we're talking over each other's head. So that's not communication. All right, guys, communication is, and you share stuff with each other. That's a part of communication. Stuff that's going on in your daily life. For me, simple. What do you have for breakfast this morning? Especially if you don't live together, if you're in a relationship. But if you're in a relationship and you always have that person, you're seeing what's going on with that person, and the person went to work, you ask them, how was your day today? That's a good way to break the ice when they come home and you want to communicate and ask them how was their day. And then that's how you eventually will get into talking with each other. So the first step of communication is talking with each other. Be open, be frank, be positive, and relationship should work. Unlike what Chadwick think is that a relationship is not going to. He's like, it's lies. There's no way relationship can work if you do these. But I'm telling you, 15 ways to keep a relationship working. And we're going to be on, we just talk about keep communication open. We are going to be on number 4. But before, I don't want to miss anyone. I see a lot of people talking in the chat and coming on over. Okay, so I'm going to come back to some of the things that Pablo is saying, but I see Ricky and Shane. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming on over and saying hi to my live feed. I saw Marie Elfam. She said she's here. Pablo, your night tonight. Yes, I think he like talking about these things. These are topics that he like to talk about, and that's why he's so into the comment section. But I like it. That's what we're all here, and we're all going to talk about it. Pablo says, yes, never take each other for granted. And that's another thing in relationship, is that we take each other for granted, and we forgot, okay, this person is sharing their life with us. And if we don't know how to communicate with that person, if we don't know how to, appreciate that person in our life, then we're taking them for granted. And so I agree with you, Pablo. We should not be taking each other for granted. All right. Thank you. He said, I look very super beautiful tonight. Thank you. Okay. Never talk at each other. Okay, yes, never talk each other down. Right, I agree with that. And that comes under not taking each other for granted. Because at times, because we live with someone for so long, we thought, oh, this person know me, or this person is gonna always be here. No, it doesn't have to be like that. So let's not take each other for granted. All right. So number two that we were talking about was do not lie. And so Pablo agreed with me. We should not be lying in relationships. As I said before, if you lie, and you're telling the truth the next time, the person might not believe you that you're telling the truth. All right, let's see who has joined the chat. Serena, hello, welcome, welcome. Serena say, hello, everyone. Hope everyone is keeping warm. Yes, we're trying to keep warm. Those of us that are in the East. So I have people here that are in Jamaica, and maybe other places that are not having snow. But listen, we are trying to keep as warm as possible as we possibly can. All right, Serena, thank you for coming over. And remember, Miss Claire Samaru, you're over there on Facebook. Listen, you could come over on YouTube and talk to us as well. But I don't mind you staying on Facebook if you like Facebook. If you guys rather Facebook, that's fine. I appreciate you guys there as well. But listen, I want us to talk about this topic, because a lot of times, and I said, it's just look at it. I saw the flyer and I just thought it would be very interesting to talk about it on my live feed, because these are some of the things that we don't talk about either when we go into a relationship or when we have a relationship. We don't communicate these things, and we need to. There should not be anything off limits with our spouse or with our loved one that we plan to share the rest of our life with. The rest of our life is when we gone. So we're going to be with this person forever, so we want to be comfortable in this relationship. Hi, Aretha, how are you? Aretha, say hi, guys. Okay, as Marie said, Aretha girl, let me tell you something. Aretha, I love the haircut. Let me first say that. When you guys come over here, this is the time when I really get to encourage my people to go over to it, whatever you're doing, and support you. Aretha have a YouTube channel as well. Aretha Rodney Artistic. You could write it in the comment section, Aretha. She also is on Instagram. So listen, guys, I always encourage you, go over and support all these people that have YouTube channel as well. Serena says, watch blush. Oh, I was blushing because Pablo said I look good. Yes. I love a compliment here and there. I'm not gonna say, oh, stop it now. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let's see what's going on. Fact, if blush was a person. No, I was just being appreciative. Okay, guys, I know most of you guys are here. Yes. Share drink tonight. Yes, I'm drinking tonight. Well, I'm drinking a little alcohol tonight. Okay, the other nights I wasn't drinking alcohol, but tonight I decided to touch it a little bit because I'm not gonna get drunk. Because you guys know I cannot handle my liquor anyway. I can't handle alcohol, so I'm not gonna drink a lot. But I want you guys to guess what I have in my cup. Yes, guess what is in my glass. Mm. Janika should know this. This is me and Janika's like favorite thing. But I have the bottle right here, and if you guys keep guessing, I'm not gonna tell you guys what it is yet. I think Serena is guessing, and she's also giving the name brand. So if you guys want to give the name brand, if you want to get what it is and give the name brand, you guys could as well. All right. So let's just continue. Keep guessing. Yes, Marie, keep guessing. Pablo, I hope that drink you're having doesn't make you drunk. No, I'm not gonna be drunk. I'm not. I know my limits, and I'm if you guys notice, I'm just tipping it. Majority of what's in here is ice. You see half of it. Half of it is ice. Trust me, it's just a little bit I'm drinking. So let's continue. All right. 15 ways to keep a relationship working is to stay sweet. Now, these are not my advice, but I saw it and I thought they're, whatever the person meant when they say stay sweet, I need you guys to drop it in the comment section and tell me what you guys think they meant when they say stay sweet in a relationship. Is it the way you carry yourself? Is it the way you dress? Is it how nice you are to the person that you're with? What do they mean when they say stay sweet? Let me see if you guys could guess what that meant. See, I told you guys I don't wear makeup, just a little lip gloss, and I'm good to go. I don't want it to be too oily because then it will look like a little chicken, you know what. All right, let's continue. All right, so I want you guys to tell me in the comment section, what does it mean when they say stay sweet? All right, so now let's continue. When you get hurt, just forgive and forget. All right, so this is up my alley to talk about because, as I said before when I started, I have trust issues. It's not because I've been hurt, not that. Mm-mm. I don't take one person's fat and then fry another person. Hopefully, the Jamaicans understand what I'm saying when I said that. You don't have to be Jamaican. What it really meant is that because somebody did this to me, I'm going to think the other person is going to do the same thing. No. So, but for me, when someone hurt you in a relationship, I'm talking about, you don't forget it. I don't think you forget it, as in you just put it at the back of your head and you don't remember anything about it. And I don't think, what I think we need to do though is to forgive. And if we learn to forgive somebody that hurt us, that's a big, big, big step that we're taking. So that's the first thing I think we should do is to forgive and forget. And even if you're in a relationship, you're going to disagree to agree. You're going to, let's say you have disagreements, then it might not be easy. I know some people may say it's not easy for us to just overlook certain things people did to us, but you can talk about it. And especially if the person apologize. That's what I noticed is that if someone apologize, for me, it makes my heart a little bit softer. And then it's easier for me to say, okay, I forgive, and let's just forget about it and move on. I'm still working on that. God is still working on me when it comes on to the forget part and move on. Because sometimes, we bring up the past or we bring up something maybe to remind our spouse that, what, remember what you did there? Try not to do it again. But I'm still working on that. God is still working on me. All right, let me see some of the comments and then I will come back to number 6. So I'm at number 6 on my list. Okay, so of course, Pablo say he hope that I don't get drunk, and they're guessing what I'm drinking. Um, you look great without it. Oh, I look great without the lip gloss. No, if my lip is too dry and ashy, you guys are gonna see. Mm, mm. Let me stop. I told myself I'm gonna keep this as clean as possible. All right, this video need to be as clean as possible because we have kids here. I thought Kiki and Nancy came in early and they were saying hi. So I don't know if they're still watching. So yeah, we need to keep this clean. Okay, so Serena says, nope, I will forgive, but I will never forget. It's not so easy to just forget about something that someone did to you, especially if it's bad. You will forgive because forgiving doesn't mean you forget. Forgiving meaning it's actually helping you to forgive because if you keep it inside, it's going to eat away at you. And, you're not going to have a productive relationship or you and this person is not going to be on a good ground. All right. So, let's see. Pablo says, I know that in the relationship, the woman will forgive, but they will never forget. Yes, that's what we talk about. It's hard for us to forget. It's like it's there. We're going to remember. And sometimes if we do remind you, so we're reminding you, no excuse. We're reminding you so you don't fall back in that same trap again. But we will forgive. And, especially if you say you're sorry. And I love a man who can really say they're sorry. There's a lot of men who don't say they're sorry. And I don't know why it's so hard for them to say they're sorry. All right, let's see. Pablo said for a relationship to keep going. Okay, let me start again. For a relationship to keep going, it's never It's never bringing up the past to each other. Neither should you bring the past into the relationship too. Yeah, that's what we talk about, and I agree with that. But if you never forget, do you really forgive? That's a good question. I do think you can forgive, and you can still remember what the person did. How are you going to just forget? You can't just turn yourself off like use a radio on and off to just remember, or to that you don't remember. You don't remember. It's not easy to just forget something that somebody did, especially when it hurts you, or especially when you don't want that person to get caught in that same situation again. But I do think you can forgive, because if you don't forgive, you still would not be with the person in the relationship. It's because you forgive, that's why you even stay. When people don't forgive, most of the time they just walk away. So my thing is, yes, I do believe that you can forgive, but it's not easy to forget. You're not going to forget so easily. All right, Kiki's there and she's reminding me that yes, I am there. All right, but you can, or maybe will forgive, you will forget over time. Yes, in time you will forget some of the stuff. I remember I used to keep a diary, a little red diary, when I was in a previous relationship, and the person found it, and it wasn't a nice scene because I was writing about a lot of stuff that happened, good, bad, and indifference. And the person said to me, it's not good. And especially it was from the Bible. They told me it's not good to keep record of wrongs. And I agree with that. And the reason for that is because we'll go back and we'll read, especially a diary. And when you read about it, that's when your memory came back and you're like, oh my God, this person really did this to me. And so, yes, it's not good. When you love somebody, you don't keep records of wrongs. And so a lot of times we're like, this is the new generation. This is what they says. I'm gonna keep that video, and I'm gonna keep that picture, because I'm gonna have my receipt. And I'm like, why are you keeping the receipt though in the first place? Why are you keeping it as a receipt? Because later on you want to hold it over the person's head. And I think that's why we do that. And I'm thinking we should not be doing that, because love doesn't hurt. Love does not do that. So if you love somebody, sometimes you have to just let go. All right. A lot of those things I'm still working on, because I love to keep pictures. I love to keep videos of stuff. And yeah, sometimes I try to delete off my phone, and when you check it out, it's still stored somewhere else on my phone. So sometimes, yeah, you try to forget. If you don't have the record of it, it's easier to forget. It's easier to forget. But then if you have the record, once you see it again, everything just come right back to you. All right, let's continue and see what's going on here in the chat. Okay, so Pablo is saying it's just in the DNA of a woman not to forget and move on. I guess that's just how we are, women. I don't know. I'll just take this one for us. Yes. I guess it's in our DNA that we don't easily forget as much as men would forget. Serena, I just know I would give you a chance, so I forgive. But I know if it happens again, it wouldn't go well, so I didn't forget. Right. Sometimes when you forgive and you give another chance and it happen again, sometimes you even forgive again and you give another chance. But if you still see it keep happening over and over, it's not going to be easy for us to forget, because you keep doing it. And not only forget, it's going to be hard for us to say, okay, we're going to forgive, because you keep saying, I'm sorry, I'm not going to do it again. That's what sorry is, saying I'm not. So you see, a lot of times when we commit sin, and that's why I really do believe this seriously. And I know sometimes I go to the Bible, but I have to. When you commit sin and you know you're going to do it again, I'm a firm believer in that you don't just keep going to God and saying, forgive me, forgive me, forgive me. Because when you go and you say, forgive me, what you're really saying is, Lord, I'm sorry for doing this and I will not do it again. It's the same thing as if someone come to you and say, you know what, babe, or honey, or whatever you call your spouse, I did this and I'm sorry. You're telling that person that you don't want to do it again. I'm not going to do it again. And so every time you go back and you're doing it, the spouse is gonna say, "But you told me you're not gonna do it again." But yet still you come back and you're saying you're sorry and you're sorry. And eventually we just give up and we just don't want to hear it anymore. Either we don't want to hear it anymore, or we just walk away from even the relationship, because you're saying you don't want to, but yet still are you saying you're not going to. Yes, we're all human beings and we do stuff, but how many times can you say you're sorry about the same thing and keep doing it over and over? So, we have to draw a line. So I agree with that, Serena. When you says that's why we don't forget, because every time it happens, it keep happening over and over again. All right, Marie say we are in flesh, We will never forget. Exactly. And when you forgive, is when the remembrance don't bring a reaction. Exactly. Exactly. So if you even remember, you don't react on it. Because sometimes we remember, like, yeah, you did this to me. You remember when you did this to me? And then you start getting to yourself and you start to get upset. That happens like months ago. Why are you still bringing it up now? Because you remember. But it's not good to do that. That's basically what Marie's saying. All right, let's see. Diary of Marie. This is the first time I'm seeing you. Welcome to our live feed. Hope you are doing good. You says, oh, I can't keep up with Nehemora. I cannot keep up with Nia. Nia say, I am Nehemora, best from Bridgeton, New Jersey. I just want to come in and say hi. And I say, love your video, and I will always support them no matter what. And that I am Kylie, by the way. Kylie, okay. Diary of Marie. Hi. I am Nehemora. Oh, you're Nehemора's friend. Is that what you're saying? And you just want to come in and support our video? Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, you're Nehemора's best friend. Okay. Oh, from Bridgeton. Bridgeton is way down there. I think we came down there. We were going to look for you one time and we found out that you were so far off. Well, welcome, Kylie. I know you guys are young. We have a lot of young people tonight. What's going on here? Nia, Kiki, Nacy, Kiki, Nia, now Kylie. Oh my God, where are my adults? We're talking about relationships. Anyway, guys, if you don't want to stay, young people, you guys could come off, hop off. And we are talking about relationships, which you guys are not half ready for yet. All right. And also, guys, keep remembering to guess what I'm drinking. I think I saw two people guess so far. All right. Oh, thank you, Marie, for letting them know it's good for them to come on in and say hi. All right, Pablo, no, don't accept that man don't forget. They just don't let the remembrance affect them, and that's what some women don't do. Exactly. Thank you for explaining that, Marie. Because man do remember, trust me, I have a lot of men who are very emotional like women. I've seen some men literally cry over some relationships or some women and would think that, they wouldn't, but they have feelings just the same way how we do. And they remember when we women hurt them as well. It's just that they might not talk about it as often as we talk about it. All right, Pablo says, let's look at it in this way. Have we hurt Christ over and over, yet he forgives us? Then why can't we try to be like him? And we always discuss this. I am not Christ. We can try to be like Christ like, but I'm going to tell you this. Thank God for Christ who died on the cross for my sins, because the thing is, this is how I look at it. I am not Christ. I'm not dying for nobody's sin. I can't die for anybody's sin anyway. I cannot die for your sins. But this is how you need to look at it. So you're expecting me to forgive you of something over and over as Christ forgive us every time we go to him and say, Lord, forgive us. I'm not Christ. He's still working on me to be like him, but I can't be like him where I just forgive you of something that you just keep doing over and over, that you try not to control yourself with. I don't know how to do that. But for those who are coming in, comment in the section in the comment section on Facebook. 'Cause that's the only way I'll know who you are. I want to make sure I hail you up and say thank you for clicking on my video, my live feed. We're talking about 15 ways to keep a relationship working. And so we're talking with each other. This is not my advices. These are just me taking advice out of the comment section, and we're discussing it as we go along. All right. Serena, let's see. Serena says, how it goes, fool me once, Shane. Okay, how does it go? Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. Fool me three times, you're out. Right? Is that what you meant to say with three times? Because for me, yeah, three times I'm out. I'm out. Yeah, the same thing over and over. I can't really keep forgiving that. As I said, I'm not Christ, and God is still working on me. All right. Yes, the Lord forgive us, but when it comes to judgment day, he brings up everything we did in the past. I never thought about that. You see that, Pablo? I never thought about that. So yeah, think about that. That's deep. So yeah, there's a book written. That the day of judgment, we will see all of that, all of what we are doing. Now, it's okay. So even though we here bringing it up now, Christ may not bring it up and he forgive us of it. Yes, he throw it in the utmost part of the sea when he forgive us of our sins. However, there's a book, and when judgment day come, I don't know what's gonna happen, but we'll see what happened. All right, Serena. But Serena says, "Oh, Marie said, tell them, Serena." Yes, but how much time will you have to forget before you say enough is enough? My thing is three times. I forgive you once, I forgive you twice, three times I'm out. I'm definitely out. All right. So, Paul said, I guess you prefer to hold on to how you are. It's not that I'm holding on to how I am. I said, God is still working on me. God is still working on me. All right. So Marie says, when we sin presumptuously and ask forgiveness, God don't hear us. I do believe that when we sin presumptuously, like for example, we know, as I was talking about earlier, that we should not be saying, okay, I'm going to commit this sin because I could go to God and say, Lord, forgive me. And we know God is going to forgive me. And so sometimes men do that. They cheat on their spouse or they lie to their spouse over and over, and the spouse forgive them. And they said, oh, you're my spouse. You're supposed to forgive me because Jesus forgave you of your sins. It doesn't work like that. I'm not Jesus, as I said. So do not expect that from me. I'm sorry. And yes, um, when we sin presumptuously, as Mary is saying, I do believe that God really don't forgive us because we're gonna say, "Oh, I'm gonna do this because I could go to God and say, forgive me." No, it doesn't really happen like that. Definitely. All right. So let's continue. Presumptuous. Paula said, presumptuousness. I can understand. You not going along with and agreeing with. Okay. So Pablo, please explain. Hold on to who you are. Okay, I think Pablo was talking to me that I'm just going to hold on to what I believe in, which is not to forget. So I can forgive, but it's hard to forget. I think maybe that's what he's saying. But if it's not, explain yourself, Pablo. He says, if you truly repent and ask forgiveness, it will not come up in the judgment. Okay, so I leave you guys to discuss that one in the comment section. I have to read this before I actually read it out because this is a young person and he says, I feel like a man should always stay loyal and give respect to woman no matter what she does. Man should always be thankful for a respectfully blessed woman. And it's in the other way around too. A woman should be thankful for a respectfully man as well. All right? So I agree with that. Definitely. All right, let's continue. Number 6. Okay, I think we talk about this in the chat section where it says never talk about breakups. So if you have your relationship, don't bring up your past relationships because I guess that does not help the relationship to, keep working at a healthy pace. And a lot of times I think a lot of us do that. And I'm not finding excuses as I said, but I think sometimes we do that because we want to make sure we discuss what happened in the past so it doesn't happen currently in our present relationship. That's what I think. I don't know if that's why people talk about their exes or their past relationship. It could be. All right. Okay. All right, number 7. So yeah, and let's never talk about our breakups. Let's try to keep that, let the exes stay where they are. That's why they're called the exes. They're the past. So let them stay in the past. All right. Okay, let's never say it's okay when it's not. Yes, this is a big one because I think for me, and for me, I'm never gonna say it's okay when it's really not. Because if I said it's okay, then I'm allowing that person to do the same thing and expect that it's okay. For me, I'm gonna talk about it, or let me say it this way: when a woman talk about something and then she have to come back and talk about it again, and you hear her say that it's okay when it's really not okay, is because either she give up or she don't care. She's gonna be like, okay, whatever, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It's really meant is that she do not care and she do not want to. And these are just my opinion, guys. Exclaimer: do not Do not take it as the Bible, or do not take, this is just what I experienced. So I talk about what I experienced. When I say, okay, whatever, then I mean, I'm done. I'm not talking about this anymore. All right. So definitely, guys, um, these are some of the things that we really should not be saying, that things are okay when we know things are not okay. All right. Let's forget about our pride. You know what pride is? Proud. We're just too proud. We're just too proud. And the thing is, we don't, you know what pride is. When you're just too proud and you're just boasting and you're just, like, oh, I don't, So let's really put that aside. The Bible talk about it as well, but I don't want to talk too much, like on the Bible, because we're not here preaching or teaching Bible studies. We're here discussing and having a discussion. And so let's see. I'm on number 9. If you say sorry, mean it. We talk about that. You know, I'm so easy to say, okay, I forgive you. Um, if you say that you're sorry about something, I should know if you mean it. I know that you mean it and you say sorry. It doesn't mean we're all human being. It doesn't mean that you're not going to go do it again. But my thing is, if you say you're sorry, try not to do it again. And definitely mean it, that you really is sorry about the thing. Not just say it because you want to say it, or because you want to get back in the good grace of your spouse. You say it, but say it because you really mean it and you're trying not to do it again. All right, let me read some of the comments because I see it going up, going up. Let's see. Okay, there's someone came in, but I can't pronounce your name. It's kind of spell, kind of. I can't pronounce that name. I don't know. But welcome to my live feed. Okay, so Pablo is saying, if we already dealt with it, why do we bring it up every chance we get? It's not that we bring it up every chance we get. I'm talking from my point of view, or from myself, is that I'm, as I said earlier on in the chat, we talk about it because we don't want it to happen again. Especially if we see that it's going to happen again, we try to talk about it. You know, I'm not going to give any example because I don't want people to think, okay, that's her life and she's talking about what's going on with her or what happened with her before. So let me just leave that right there. Okay. Marie, that's why we use the word presumptuous, doing it over and over again. Right. You presumption, you keep doing it over and over. Okay. Serena says, that's my bad habit. I always say it's okay, even though it's not. And you're right. It's cause I don't care no more. It's whatever. Yes. When a woman reached that point where she just say whatever, trust me, she either she's giving up. She's walking away from an argument. She's walking away from whatever is going on. She's tired of talking about it and she's done. Whenever time a woman use that word, whatever. All right. Is pride a good thing? No, obviously, pride is not a good thing. To be proud, yes, to be proud of when you do something, or your child do something, or you're saying to somebody that you're proud of them. It's proud is like a total different, it's a different way to look at it that way than if you have pride inside of you, like you think you're just too much of yourself to talk about things, and that's what pride is to me. So of course not, pride is not a good thing, but being proud of someone definitely is. All right. Mm-hmm. Okay, there you go. Ask the question, give the answer, and we're communicating and we're talking with each other here. All right, number 9. Okay, we talk about number 9. Number 10 says, don't compare your past with your present. We talk about that. The past is in the past. Let it stay in the past. Do not bring it in your present relationship. All right. Number 11, don't talk about your stupid ex. That's basically what that is. Yeah, and I'm not going to say stupid, but I'll just say don't talk about your exes, because the ex, as I said, is in the past. The only time when you start a relationship, you maybe mention something about your ex is because you don't want what happened with your ex to happen with your present relationship. And then that's it. It shouldn't be every time, you guys are talking and having conversation, the ex is brought up for whatever the reason is. That's not a good thing. All right. So yeah, leave the ex in the past. Don't compare. And a lot of time people do that and not realizing that they're hurting this person that's in their life, is that you're comparing your previous relationship to your present relationship. And that is definitely not good. All right. So let's stop talking about our exes. Okay, so this is another one, and this is where compromising comes in, is that we have to give and take the process. We have to give and take at times. All right. So we can't always want, and a take, and we don't give back. So compromising, sometimes you'll have a discussion going on and you can't agree upon it. Somebody got to compromise. Somebody got to say, okay, you know what? Maybe even for peace sake, you just give up your right for peace sake and just give into the argument or give into the conversation, just for peace, just to make peace. So yeah, at times we can do that. Just give and take progress process. That's what it says. I think there's a little bit deeper than what I'm saying when it says give and take process. Is that it's not just you give up your right or you just give and take whatever it is. You also have to give within the relationship. I think that's one of the things that they're talking about as well. Alice, welcome to my live feed. Let's see if there's anything else. Okay, Serena says, wait, Paul says first. So what if a man walk away from having an argument? That does not mean that the man is soft. And you don't just walk away and step away because conversation is going on or discussion is going on. That would be rude. You don't do that. But one of the example is if you realize that the conversation or the argument is heated and somebody is going to throw something or get upset or maybe even hit the other person, it's best for one of them, and it can be the woman too that does it. Man don't have to do it. Just take your keys up and just walk away from it, and calm down, and then you could regroup. But you know yeah, nothing is wrong with just walking away from an argument, but not just get up and just walk away from a conversation that's going on. That will make, especially a woman, more angrier. Serena said everyone should walk away, especially if the argument is getting heated and that you don't want things to escalate. Exactly. That's what I was just saying to you. That's what we need to do. Okay, thank you, moderator, and I agree with you. Okay, whichever one you agree with, that's cool. Walking away is good, depending on how you do it, and then leave the house. That's wrong and rude. That's what I was saying too. Is that you don't just walk in the middle of us having a conversation and just walk out of it. That's not going to be the case. If your seat getting really heated, as Serena says too, is that you walk away from it before it get escalated. I've been in a relationship where, and me being very talkative or yelling or screaming on the top of my head, and the other person just take the key and just get up and just leave, makes me even more angrier. I'm not lying, but maybe it's better that way than it escalated and then we start to fight, and one thing lead to another. And then when they calm down or I calm down, then we can talk about the situation. And then I see that work actually much better, even though sometimes I don't like it, but it's better that way. All right. Let's see. Serena said, but if you need to go for a walk to cool down, then you should. See, you guys are way ahead of me. Everything that I thought about, you guys are saying it actually here in the chat. That's why I like when we talk to each other, because we all are on the same page. You know, Walking away, give time to process your thoughts before saying the wrong thing. Both sexes need to do that. Right, Marie? That is so right. Walking away while she or she is talking, at least hear the person out. That's the part that I'm talking about. Is that you walk away before the person even finish say what they have to say, and then you just leave that person hanging, and that person just even get worse upset. We should also be careful of the words said to each other. Yes, I agree with that, because sometimes you will say a curse word and you might not even mean it. And it's not looking good, especially on you, because whatever you say out of your mouth is what people will use to judge the kind of person that you are. So yeah, we should really be careful of the words that comes out our mouth or what we say to each other when we are in a relationship, you know. But if you keep going and going and the other person is not trying to stop, then you have to walk away. Yes, definitely. At least if you hear the person out and you realize that it's not going anywhere, then definitely that's what you have to do. All right, let's go to number 13. And we're almost on the finishing line because tonight, let me tell you guys, I was supposed to, and I know that I did let me tell you guys, let me tell you for those who are on the live here. I recorded a video and I told you guys that you guys were gonna get it on Thursday, right? When I start to edit the video, I realize it's blur. Blur, is that the word? Blur? Blurry? So I couldn't do that. I could never do that video. And I don't know if it was I didn't have my glasses on or whatever the case is. It just never looked present. I hate to have a video and it's not clear. The video is not clear. So it was a little blurry. And so I did tell you guys that I was going to put the video up on Thursday and then I'll do a reaction based off the comments. And those who have commented, I'll put your names in the grab bag. I mean, not grab bag, but I'll put your name in the bag and I'll do another raffle on my next live, which would have been this one. But I want you guys to know that it's going to be on the next live or the next two live because I had to reshoot that video and I'm going to have to edit it to put it up maybe tomorrow or maybe Monday or Tuesday. I don't know. But the thing is that I had put a video out yesterday. Was it last night? Last night to this morning, I put a video out. That video was actually recorded a year ago with me and Lily. And it's so funny because a lot of people are commenting on it. And I told them, I said, you guys are commenting here because I send a link in my WhatsApp so people comment back to me. And I'm like, please go into YouTube and comment under the section, because I want to see what people think. And people really thought that I cheated Leicester a lot. Like I really was we were doing the whisper challenge. And of course, that's where a lot of people now know that I have trust issues. Yes, I have to see things or, to really trust. I should just trust. And so yeah, people said I really was cheating. I really and Leicester, and I wasn't the one who won. It was Leicester who won the whisper challenge, which is okay and cool for me. But that's the reason why you guys got that. I went into my archive and pulled that one out. And as I said, guys, I have a lot of content that we shoot or that I recorded already that I just don't have the time to really edit it. But I'm going to go back and I'm going to be pulling out some of those videos and I'm going to start trying to edit them. Even if it's short, I'm going to try to edit them so you guys could actually have, videos coming to you at least every other day. That's how much I want to do. That's what I want to do. Or at least 3 videos per week. Because I want to stay consistent and I want to be realistic as well. Maybe 2 videos per week. I'm not going to push it to 3. 2 videos, especially since I have to do this live. I have to do this live at least. It's a lot. When I look at my watch hours, it's not going up as much as I want it to go up. It's just barely moving. So I have to be coming on live really regular and often and maybe stay as long as I possibly can. I just don't like the live where somebody is not interested in watching the video and it get boring. I want us to talk about things that make sense and you communicate with me in the comment section and I could comment as well. Rose, Brenda, hi, how you doing? Over there, I'm here on YouTube and I'm here over here Facebook. Hi, girl. So we're reading, and what we're talking about tonight is 15 ways to keep a relationship working. These are not my advice. We're all talking together in the comment section, and I found this flyer, and I thought I'll share it with you guys on one of my live feed. And we are also guessing what I'm drinking tonight. Most of the ice melt out, so this is like really watery. It's not a lot of alcohol inside of it. I'm not gonna get drunk. All right, let me see. Let me read some of the comments so we don't miss out on anything. New person is in the chat. Shaquelle Allen, thank you for coming over and also commenting. And you says, I thought I saw this name before already. You said to ask, yeah, the last time you was in my live also. You said to ask for forgiveness began by apologizing to the person you're hurt by saying, I'm sorry, then explain your actions to them and take responsibility, but avoid making excuses for what you did next. Yes, for what you did. That's true. Because a lot of time people take forgiveness. They like, oh, just forgive me. I'm apologizing. You didn't hear me apologize. And yet still they seriously, sincerely didn't come to you and apologize. But yeah, for me to see a man apologize to me, it really does something to my heart, but not because that I love when you apologize, you're gonna do your stuff and then apologize. I will know, especially if you keep doing the same thing over and over. I'm not gonna forgive you so much because, as I said, I'm not Christ. You know. Anyway, no matter what, self control is important. Yes, Pablo, that's true. Self control is definitely important. Um, Shaquille, I hope I'm pronouncing the name correctly. Next, tell the person what you plan to do to make things right between you and how you'll act differently in the future. Exactly. That is apologizing. That's definitely apologizing. Betty Smith, good night. Good night. How are you doing? Okay, so yeah, you guys are still guessing what I'm drinking. It's so easy to guess, though, when you look at this. It is so easy to guess. You don't have to give me the name brand or anything. You could just give me the name of what I'm drinking. Anyway, uh, Pablo said, I know for myself that once an argument is getting or has gotten heated, I prefer to walk away without even wanting to hear anything. No. Okay. Diary of Marie, which is was it Kylie? I think Kylie says, all right, good night. I have to go. Be safe where you guys are. Love you all. Love you all. Love you too, Kylie. Thank you for coming in and talking with us for a little bit. Appreciate you guys. Hope you will come back again. Hope you subscribe. If you have not subscribed, subscribe and hit that notification bell. Watch some videos, like it up and comment. And once you have your notification on, you could always get notified when I go back on live again. All right, let's see. Pablo says, I think. Okay, so you're saying it's Ray and Nephew or Sangster's rum cream. Okay, we're gonna come back to all those guesses. I'm gonna show you the buckle that I throw it out of, so everybody could know what I'm drinking. Okay, Serena says she always walk away, but in her mind, but in my mind, I shut down and just don't answer. Okay, I see what you're saying. Betty is guessing that I'm drinking rum cream as well. Okay, we need also to learn how to control our temper. Yes, we talk about that, which is definitely something that all of us need to work on. I just like that too at times. I'm just like, oh, you're just like Serena at times where you just shut down and just walk away from the whole fight. All right, let's continue. And we are going to go on to Number 13 says, beware of his or her feelings. Yes, take your feelings into consideration, each other's feelings into consideration. Number 14, when you have a fight, don't let the day pass, which is true. And especially people say, don't go to bed with, you know, being mad at each other because you don't know what might happen. And I'm taking that advice for myself as well. Don't go to bed mad because some of us women just love to hold grudge or just love to, hold out and keep malice. We just love to keep malice or whatever it is. But we're saying tonight that is not good. Let's not do that. All right. So our relationship can work and work in the right way. All right. Number 14, when you have a fight, don't let the day pass. We just talk about that. And the final number 15 goes, don't be the perfect one, be the right one. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that in the comment. What you guys understand by that? Tell me. Don't be the right one. Don't be the perfect one. Be the right one. To me, I feel like, if we're all going to try to be right, it's not all the time that we're right. Sometimes we're going to be wrong and we could be right. We could both be right. It's just how we maybe comprehend what we're talking about or what took place. So, yeah, guys, we don't have to try to fight to see who is right at all times. Let's just make sure that whatever we're fighting for, it's that we're on the same page. We do want to see all the relationships work properly. Yes, don't let the sun go down on our wrath. That's my motto. Don't go to bed mad. Yes, Serena and Paul, I hear you guys. Definitely, that's so true. But when you're in a relationship, let's try to just, I always say, compromise. If we compromise a lot, if we love each other, if we do all of these things, our relationship will last and it will work. Let's just work together. Not just one person doing all and then the other person is just sitting there watching that one person sweat. That's not a relationship. We're not relating. We're not being on the same page. We're sharing a life together. So, let's share it. Let's share our life together and not let one person bear all of it. One person doing the job and the work and the other person just sitting watching. It doesn't go like that. That's not what a relationship is. But listen, guys, I appreciate all of you guys that take the time out to come on out tonight and spend this hour with me to go on my live. I am trying to be consistent. I'm trying to do live. I can't do twice a week. You have to be more than that. I even want to do it in the morning time, but sometimes you get up in the morning, you just want to lay in the bed and you don't want to go do anything else before I go to work. If it was warmer, maybe I'll go take a walk and then I'll go on live. But for me, I'm gonna try to do it even more regular. I need to do live at least 4 or 5 times. I know why some people do it almost every day, but I don't want to be doing no silent live like I see some YouTubers do to make their watch hours. That's not productive for me. I want when I come on live, we could interact and we could talk with each other and it makes sense, because I learned some stuff tonight, even though, we are all discussing stuff in the in the comment section with each other. I learned certain things and I hope that somebody else might learn something as well. So I do appreciate you guys take the time out. You didn't have to and you did, and I appreciate the support. I know that you guys are supporting me to hit that 1,000 subscriber and my watch hours. Once I hit that, listen, I'm going to be taking off and you guys will be seeing all those videos. I'm going to try to make the time to edit those videos. They're not going to be in my vault. I call it my vault. I'm not going to be pulling them out little by little. I'm going to make sure I find time to edit it, put videos out there. If it's 2 videos per week, that I'm on top of it, or 3 videos per week, that I stay consistent and I stay on top of it. Um, I know there's a lot of YouTubers that are doing some great stuff out there. The pranks are working. Not that I don't believe in the pranks, because I do want to have pranks on my channel, but it got to be clean. I don't want any dirty pranks, or I don't want, certain things that you have to be careful what you speak out of your mouth. And that's what scares me, because I could do a lot of prank, but I don't want to be doing any prank that you speak certain things out of your mouth that is so negative, or anything that is not true, and then it comes back on you. I don't want to do that. So guys, listen, let's just continue to run this race, all right? Because the race is not for the swift, but it's for those that will endure to the end. I appreciate everybody that take the time out again to come on over and spend this time with me. Now let me reveal to you what I am drinking. Let me take a sip first. Mm, okay. Okay. Here it is. Ta-da! Okay, so yes, it's Ray and Neville rum cream. I think Serena says rum cream from in the beginning, and then Marie actually give the name brand, which is Ray and Neville rum cream, and I think Pablo as well guessed it right. Somebody else in the chat guessed it that I'm drinking rum cream as well. Betty Smith, she guessed it that I'm drinking rum cream. So yes, this is one of my favorite. When I go to Jamaica and I'm coming back, I'll usually bring 2 or 3 for myself, because I don't drink like the, other stuff. I'll have a little bit of this, but that's about it. Maybe this is the only thing I could handle. And of course, I put a lot of ice in it to help me tone it down. So I'm not drunk. You drink this, you don't really get drunk. All right, got it. Garnet, what's going on? Long time I not talk to you, see you, or anything. I hope you're doing okay. And your wife and family, you're doing all right. Your kids, they get big. I'm gonna check you out on Facebook, because I know you post pictures of them. Hopefully, you have a recent picture. Big up yourself, man. Thank you for checking in and saying hi to me. All right. Yeah, yeah. Let's see. Brenda said, I was outside cleaning snow. I miss a lot, but it's so nice to see you always smiling, sis. Love and blessing. Love you too, Brenda. Thank you for just checking in and coming here and just saying hi. I appreciate that. But I understand. I have not been outside, and I'm telling you, I leave so much things to do today and Saturday. And I don't know why I did that. I don't know if I didn't hear that the snow was coming, but I told myself, even if there's no food in here, because one of them was to go food shopping, but I find food. There's food in here, but I told myself I'm not budging outside. I said to my brother this morning, I'm gonna pay you to clean my car off. He's like, I don't have no time right now. But I don't like the snow, guys. Listen, I've been in this snow for 30 years. And somebody even texted me and said to me earlier that I put up the on my story the a video of my car, the snow in my car. And the person said to me, I've heard you ever since I known you that you say you're going to move out of the snow, and every year you said it and that you can't move yet, but sooner or later I'm going to. I can't take the snow. It's not something that I enjoy. I hate to budge the door and go outside and say I'm going to go out there to clean snow. I don't miss that one bit. No, I don't miss that one bit. So yeah, yeah, hands out to you, Brenda, for going outside cleaning snow. Garnet, bless up. Yes, bless up, Garnet, bless up yourself. Put out a recent picture out there, your family, your wife, and kids, and let me see how they look if you don't have any out there. But I'm gonna check out your page on Facebook and check the kids. All right, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go. Good night, L fam. Big up on yourself. I appreciate you guys who are here. Pablo said that's his favorite drink, rum cream. Yeah, that's my favorite. Yeah, that's my favorite drink. All right, Serena, Pablo, Marie. Guys, listen, big up on yourself. Thank you guys for all the chats that you guys gave me tonight. I appreciate you guys. And yes, the next live I can't say when because I have to be in the mood to do live. And but I want to do it regular. If it's not every day, at least every other day. I should be doing live at least every other day. Some people do it in the morning, some people do it both morning and night, until you reach your goal. When you reach your goal, you don't have to do certain things. You just start pumping videos out there or, doing as much video as you possibly can. So for right now, I can't make a promise when I'm going to come back. I might even come back tomorrow. If I'm in the mood, I might come back tomorrow. So thank you for watching, and God bless you. Have a good night, guys. Those of us that are in the east, let us stay safe, please. If you're outside in the snow, drive safely. Well, you shouldn't be watching my live right now if you're driving. But if you go to work and you have to come home, just drive safely. All right, guys, big up on yourself. Stay warm and stay healthy. Corona is still out there. God bless you all. Love you. All right. Love you guys. Okay.